Well, hi, first grade. Our target this week is I can explore using shape. Remember, explore means to find something new, okay? And when we use shapes, there are different kinds of shapes. There's geometric shapes, okay, or name shapes. And then there's organic shapes or no-name shapes, okay? So we've got geometric shapes and we have organic shapes. And we are going to explore with both of them to make our art today. So the things you're gonna need, you need scissors, glue stick, maybe some crayons, all right? You need your art pack and a pencil, all right? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna get a sheet of my fancy drawing paper, and I'm gonna get 2 sheets of construction paper, okay? So I've got construction paper and my fancy drawing paper. And we are going to cut some things apart to make our art, all right? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I am going to cut some shapes. I've got 2 colors to work with here, and I can draw them if I want to, or I can just start cutting. Either way is fine. So I'm gonna start out with making a couple of name shapes or geometric shapes. There I've got a triangle, okay? And then maybe from that triangle I will cut like a rectangle, all right? Here we go. There, I got a couple of name shapes there. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and use my pencil here to draw a no-name shape. There we go, there's a no-name shape, and I think I'm gonna even do another no-name shape. Okay, so I got a couple of no-name shapes, and I'm going to cut those out. Okay, all right. Now shapes are so great when you put them together, because when you put them together, they can become very, very different things. They can kind of, it's almost like they talk to each other. Okay, so I'm gonna cut these shapes out and I'm gonna see how they change when I put them together in different ways, all right? So I've got a few shapes cut out. You might want to do more than this. You might want to make yours smaller or bigger or all kinds of different ways, okay? And then I am going to arrange them so that they start fitting together in different ways. Now, right now I like this because these 2 shapes, these 3 shapes kind of look like they are going together, but this shape doesn't really look like it's talking to these shapes. Maybe if I turn it this way, oh yeah, then all of these shapes kind of look like they're talking together. They look like maybe that they are actually kind of talking, right? Let's see if it changes if I move them. If I put this one over here and let it overlap, how does it change what the shapes are doing with each other? Okay, see, that's very different, okay? It's the same shapes, but when you put them together in different ways, they become different. So take some time to move things around before you glue them down and see how you want them to go. Now, the fun part about being at home with projects like this is that you might have some other things around that could be fun to add. And I like this green color that is in this ad. I like the green color. So I'm gonna cut out a bit of that green color that I like. And I am actually gonna add that right behind here. I think I want it to go behind that triangle too, okay? Oh, check out what that can do. Oh man, that changes things, okay? And I even have this piece of cardboard, okay, from something that I got in the mail, all right? And I can take that piece of cardboard, look, it even tears apart. How cool is that? Okay, but if it didn't tear apart, I could use my scissors. I'd have to use my strong arms and my scissors. Okay, and let's cut that. And let's say I think I want something to kind of make this guy, these kind of look like they might launch off the page. I want something to make them stop. I want something in their way. Ooh, I like that. I like how it sort of interrupts And then I'm going to take this other skinny piece and maybe put it like kind of like that. Oh my gosh. So these two shapes are very different than these shapes. Now that I've decided how I want it to go, it's time to get my glue stick out, pop it open, and then I lift that glue up just a little bit, okay? Not very much. And now turn this over, okay? And I'm gonna start gluing all of this down to my paper, okay? Now that I've decided exactly where I want it to go. All right, now it's time to glue it all down. Okay, and when I'm all done with my glue stick, of course I would have glued everything down, I twist it back down and I put the cap back on and listen. Yes, that means that the glue stick is nice and safe. All right, so I have used name shapes and no name shapes, geometric shapes and organic shapes to make my art. I can't wait to see yours.